are back. I am about to go to bed, but I figured one more hour or so, I want to quickly do some more exciting things. Yeah, yeah, just going to quickly check to make sure that my sound is right. Oh, come on, I must keep talking, talking, come on. I started. Is it? There we go. Yes, that's okay. All right. So let's have a quick look at what we have so far. I think we're almost there. You know? So we have, let's go here. We've got our repo. Let's refresh that. Gone ahead and added a basic workflow, my last commit. But effectively, we've got our sort of test workflow that we're going to convert into a real action. And that is just talking to our REST API, which we deployed a couple of hours ago. That's all working, the function, the Aspire, the AI. We have it basically in these three. These three is our AI, backend and all that. But I thought, now, hey, we're going to stick action here. It's getting all confusing because, you know, we've got it all mixed in, and when we're trying to make our action, it's going to be like, okay, what is action, what is the backend, and why is it all mixed together? So I thought, hey, let's quickly just move all the backend into a folder called backend and have the repo represent the actual action, and then we take what we've done in our workflow, convert that to an action, and make our workflow use that action, and then maybe I'll finalize the action offline. So I just want to quickly do that, see what it is, and we're going to learn how to make our first action together, which is going to be exciting. We learned AI, we learned functions, we learned Aspire, and now we're going to do actions. So what have we got? This is our current repo. This is the workflow and stuff, so that's root. Let me actually close Visual Studio. Let's go into here. So in our label by AI, let's make a new folder called backend. And all of these folders, absolutely not all of them are used, they're all leftovers, but just do VS, we do Azure and a solution. And you know what? This goes in the back end along with, come on, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Let's see, can I, maybe I have something running, some little, there we go. Just do .NET build dash service shutdown. There we go, shutting down. Okay, where is that copying action? Okay, try again. No, oh dear. You know what? Let me quickly get process dev-eng. We shut that down. .NET, we shut that down. Try it again. Oh my goodness. Cancel that. Let's go into here. Bin obj. This has got to go. Who knows? Oh, obj. You persistent little folder. There we go. Okay. Let's try and move that again. Come on. Skip. Skip. Okay. Let's go straight into there. Just delete these two. And our post again, delete these two. All right, that was an exciting start to the system. All right, so we got a GitHub. Oof. Oof. My goodness, this is intense. Okay, so we've got a GitHub for GitHub Action. Our action is going to be in the root here, and we've got our backend. And let's test this out. So if I was to go cd backend, and we go here and just do azd. Let's see, do we get any craziness happening? Oh, that was the folder. But now we're in the back end. This is the root folder. what are we going to do? We are going to not do anything there. Okay, close that. So while that runs, assuming it's going to be amazing, I'm just going to push, right? If I use this tool, this one, and I move it all there, it should all be the little purple, no changes, right? Okay. Move the back end into all. Yeah, didn't find any new changes. Great. Now it's redeploying, so it's interesting. But let's do that, right? So we've moved it in there. So let's create our new uh, nice and clean. So one thing I did find we had a sort of a problem was in order to test, I had to commit to the main branch and then go to my issue and make a comment. Now that is nice, but I don't want to mess up my entire main history. I actually did an evil thing. I squashed the history because it was quite ugly. Because we know working with CI is always a bit dodgy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and create the action, but have like a sort of a test mode that can use, say for example, if we go look at our action, when it runs, it uh, does some stuff, and all it requires really is the GitHub context, which is this massive JSON that that I'm going to use. So what I'm actually going to do is take a copy of this JSON and stick it, in a file, and then in a test mode, or stick it somewhere. And in the test mode, I am going to use that instead. So I can just work on a separate branch. I can test, and then, yeah. So this is the thing. I'm just viewing a raw one. So how are we going to do that? Let's go to our quick workflow. We're going to label. Let's create a branch. And let's do a new branch, and we're going to call this. Let's call this dev slash. What do we call it? What do we want to do? It's like workflow testing. There we go. Workflow testing. Right. And single main. And then this one, what we want to do is, instead of using this GitHub action, and I right over here, I get this GitHub action issue, I'm actually going to go over here and say, copy this. Oops, no, I want just the issue. Open it. We've got our reactions. We've got our user. Is that it? Is that a valid? Add quickly. Sure, that is. So I already have a note. This is this file. Pop that in there. Make sure this line goes all the way top. Right. So if I do tab, should be perfect. All right. So this is my issue I'm working with. So what I'm going to do is I am going to make a file here called new file, and we're going to call this test issue.json. Okay, pop that in there, and let's undo that. So there we go. Test issues. Close that. Don't save. All right. So let's do labeler. Make a new workflow. Copy. We'll figure out what to do. We're going to call this labeler testing. Yeah, because we're going to be just working on this, and we're going to move everything to an action. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a testing workflow on a testing branch that's going to be basically on, instead of issues, it's going to be on push, I think. And then branches, I'm going to do just do square brackets. This is going to be dev slash what is my branch name? Workflow dash testing. There we go. So when I push to the workflow testing branch, I want to run this action, or actually, I want to run it. Oops, let's do real. Can I just do that? Is that a valid? And of course, we're going to do dev action. What is it? What is my dev action action testing? Let's go with that. I'm going to put a branch called action testing and action. Yeah, and then merge. So when I do my action work, I make changes in the action testing. I'll trigger this one, but also I want this one for workload testing. So I could merge action testing into main, but I can't. I don't want to merge all this other JSON files and stuff. So just to test that this works, this workflow testing, we're not going to view the GitHub context for now. Then do something when the issue is open. This JSON context might be valid, yes. So what I want to do is, since GitHub issue, I'm going to replace, let's do this. Let's not replace. Let's do a step before here. Let's see how you do that. GitHub step right to end block. I think I can just workflow command actions. Yeah, the better my advisor store information in variables. I think this is what I want. Defining a variable for a single workflow. Here we go. And then I do end greeting hello. Okay, end output. GitHub output. Here we go. The current steps outputs. Workflow setting output parameter. Yeah. So like that. Then I can just use it in the previous one. Oh dear. Yeah. Yes. Okay, let's copy this. Not pretty is no nice, but whatever. So actually, let's undo that. We're going to do read the test issue JSON, and then we're going to run. Is a bug attacking me? Do not appreciate it. Oops. So is formatting it weird like that? Like just in this copy the copy button. I'm pretty sure there's a bug somewhere in my neck. Yeah, so we need to run. We're going to first get content, and we're going to do dot slash GitHub slash workflows test issue. Let's make it a dash because test issue. There we go. Actually, let me copy relative path. And of course, we're going to write this to issue. Then we want to do this. Oh, ID. We need an ID. We're going to call this issue reader. That's cool. And then, of course, we're going to echo that. Is this Bash or PowerShell? Bash. I wonder if that works in setting output parameter. That, right? Bash. Oh, at the top of the page. So, oh, there we go. Setting output. Oh, setting output parameter on the PowerShell. There we go. Okay. So we just do that. And our issue here is going to be GitHub issue, right? That's what we want to set. Is GitHub issue is equal to $issue. Yeah. I wonder if that's going to handle. We get the content multi-lines. I do that. Convert to JSON. Well, let's see. We'll see what happens, right? And then something's attacking me. In this one, we change. I need the GitHub context. Here we go. And we're going to do steps dot loader. Let's call it that. Loader dot GitHub issue. Outputs dot GitHub issue. There we go. So that's just the test one. That's what we're going to do. And save that. Then this should run like normal. There is one other one. Yeah, the repository URL doesn't matter for now. So effectively, we should always be able to just copy the whole content, but not the issue stuff. So that would allow us to test that one. I was going to do like a whole node backend and all that, but like, or not node issue, node thing is like overcomplicated. Like, this is basically it. Obviously, we can do one more step to apply the label, but then the thing is done. Okay, so on this branch, let's just quickly push these two things and see. Push first test branch, and if I push this, I don't know if GitHub will pick it up that, hey, it's time to do the thing. There it is. So on our branch, create issue, start job, it's probably going to cause a whole bunch of problems. We're going to stay test workflow. Let's rename that so we don't get confused. And when that runs, so let's have a look and see what our actual issue does, or our thing does at the moment. So currently we load and log some random issue, data with URL title. Then we got this regex that this should move into some sort of input. So this will be an input. Then of course we run that input. We get the selector. We query GitHub for labels that match that selector. Then we get the JSON version of it. We filter to get a string of names because that's what we want to give to the body. Then of course when we create our final body, it's going to be the title, body, URL, and the labels. We're then going to just do a post to the AI. And when it comes back, we will have an action. So that's pretty exciting. It exploded totally, which is sort of what I would expect. Cannot line 1, command not found. Wonder, oh, it's bash. I'm pretty sure let's just do that. Let me just test this quickly. Actually, this works. There it is. Okay. Now, what's going to be interesting is convert. Oh, okay. Wonder how I can put that. I'm worried that it's going to be in a string. It's going to go weird. Let's see. see. Okay, whatever. Let's just see what happens now that we fix that, and already we're fixing our code. PowerShell. Oops, did I not push it? So what I want to see is, I think it's going to cause a problem because it's going to be a multi-line string set as a variable. So when I get to, let's actually do this here. When I get to this side, let's just do this. Post issue. Can I do that? Maybe, right, it's going to be an environment variable. I think this is the side that's going to fail. So let's string. Let's push this up. Strings. Let's have a look. I need to be able to set up some sort of testing system here before I can start working. Otherwise, it gets messy. But anyway, let's create a composite action while we wait. We're running a composite AI on Linux. Now we're not going to do. I had open here for like JavaScript one. That's all nice, but then you're going to be using Node and all that. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be faster to not use Node and all that. So what we will do here, and what's also interesting is that we create a script in this tutorial, and then somehow, if I'm worried that, let's say I go make this action, is it going to clone the entire repository? Right? Because I've seen people, they've got their source and everything in the repository. So let's go pick a random one. I don't know, github.com/actions, and I'm going to pick, I don't know, let's go scroll to let's go here at the top. Let's go set up Node, right? This has all of this in. Does, when you use the action, does it like go to the action file and see what files are you referencing and just pull that in, right? Just these two files? Or is it cloning the entire repo? Because like, what happens, you've got quite a large action that does a bunch of stuff, but it's all a bunch of source files and stuff. So that's what I wanted to also see. Something tells me that that file is not found for some reason. I don't like what I'm seeing here. Label by AI, GitHub workload, because it does not exist. Label by AI, label by AI. I think I do a root like that. So yeah, about the I'll check out and see, maybe I can just do like a print the contents on the screen, what you see. Composite action, yeah. So our action metadata file, this will be a action.yaml in our root, which will be fun. And to use it, we'll look over there. So got a new file, action.yaml. Is it YAML with an A or YAML with no A? YAML with no A. But the workflow has an A, I think, or maybe not. No, it doesn't. Let's do this. What is the name of this action? This will be apply a label using AI. A description will be one of the label to the issue using able use AI to find the best label to apply to a new issue. There we go. Done. Okay. So we got one input will be, in our case, our real only input, to be honest, is this, the label regex. So with the label, let's require default label pattern, or should we have a list of labels? Yeah, we might want to have two things. So let's take off required. The default is nothing, and we're going to call this pattern label dash pattern, and our description will be the regex pattern to use to match the labels. And then I'm actually going to make a new one. It's called labels, and this will be the list of labels to apply. So for now, we're just going to list of labels to labels available to apply. Well, whatever. But we'll think of that. We don't have to spend all day trying to find words. Okay. Whoops. So then we've got an output. Do we need an output? Is this one? Label and description. The label that will be applied to the issue. And our steps will be, no, let's not do outputs yet. Let's comment that for now. So we've got a composite. We're going to just say hello, input who to greet. This will be label, hello, label underscore pattern. Oops, label pattern. Okay, and we're going to use PowerShell, and we're going to do label pattern inputs dot label pattern just for now. Eggs pattern, right? And we're just saying hello. Let's we've got a random number generator. I'm going to set the GitHub path. I don't quite know what this step did. I saw this happen, but I thought, you know what? Run. Let's do that. We do ls. No, let's do PowerShell. We're going to do get item. I think path. Let's make that a string just in case. And then of course, yeah. So let's see what's in GitHub path. See what is there. And of course, we don't need to run goodbye because our script is going to be inline. I mean, yeah. Unless we don't. Let's make this run PowerShell, and let's call this, let's do it inline. I want it inline to get a nice IntelliSense. I don't know if there's a cool syntax we can do. So this is a basic label. Let's check what happened with our system. Let's see. I can't read it. Can't find path. Oh dear. Unless it's already relative to the workflow. So let's hop on over to testing. This is getting annoying now. Come on. Go get test issue, right? It's right next to it. So unless I've got to check out that one. I think that was the important one. Can't remember. Yeah, this will be the repository root. So let's just do that. that and do this. Then, how do we do actions now? They're using the action. This one on push. Hello job steps. Checkout ID foo. This one. So you don't need an ID. And we're going to do, this will be Matt Aliibo. This will be labeled by AI, and the SHA will be testing or dev slash testing workflow. I think that is a whole branch, right? Yeah, I think so. Their metadata syntax here: name, description, users. It's SHA. Here we go. Main branch. Here we go. So at main Dockers and stuff. So I think we should be safe. Like, hopefully the slash is not going to cause problems. We can always remove the slash, but I like the slash to sort of group my dev, my releases, and all that. With some IDEs or some interfaces use the slash as like a thing. And we're going to do label dash pattern, and let's make sure we label pattern, and we're going to just, for the sake of amazement, just use this. There we go. Right. I think that's it. Although technically I can, but I want to use that. So there we go. All right. So label pattern. And go over to our action. Our action is going to say hello, but we actually want to do more. So we'll quickly comment this out for now. Okay. Then we're going to action. It's going to load the issue, and we, oops, this needs to go in. Yeah. Setup. Check. Set the GitHub action into the GitHub output. Then no, just for now, just gonna pop this into the action for now. I had to figure out how to do that in a nice way. For now, it's like that. So we got our action that does the work. We have our label one that's going to just run on that, and I'm currently pushing to that. So this is the real one. We'll figure out what to do to get the code in there. So let's make that work, and let's do test action, and let's see this. Right, so this is what we ran. Oh, read the JSON. Oh, it all went. Check out the repository, read the JSON, get the content, and over here, oh, it didn't get, nothing was loaded, right? So definitely the JSON wasn't the main new issue body is now, right? So yeah, I think my Git issue here was the bad one. Although yeah, I'm not sure how to properly format that, how to get the JSON string into, because it's a multi-line string, I need to get into a single JSON thing. But anyway, let's just see. Our GitHub workflow, there we go, test action. Our test workflow. This should work now, run our action, woohoo. And that says hello, nothing, because my hello label pattern, hello dot. Okay, so everything is gone wrong. But here's my label pattern, right? Let's go to my action. Yeah, input label pattern, right? Oh, gosh, and right, environment variables, Matthew, environment variables. Set GitHub path, AI. See, there's an actions folder, so it must be. I want to see what's inside the folder. I think the command return nothing, so there's nothing in that folder, and of course nothing needing cleaning open processes. Let's try it one more time. I think it's going to work. I have faith. There we go. It's lots of green. Got a nice thing. There we go. We got our back. See, it's claimed the whole back end. It's hardcore, man. That is hardcore. We'll figure that. We'll figure that later. But let's assume we can fix that somehow. I don't think that's a problem to us, right? Because I'm not doing anything special. I just got a simple action here, and maybe if I had a Docker container with 2 items, that would be work. But we'll figure that. We'll see. Maybe there's like a composite, and you could have like a you know files used or something, which would be nice. But anyway, okay. So we know that the whole repo has been checked out. So what I want to do is, can I've got my labels, my work for issue. I need, can I set um, GitHub Actions set a global envar. There we go. I just want to put one in environment variables and pull it down. I don't want to custom environment variables on. So I don't want to push on env job specific. That's it. That's a static variable. Going to environment. Okay, this is using create state. I think all we had was that one, right? So information in variables. Finding environment variable for single workflow. Uh, in context, right? I don't want to do context endbox var. Using end, we're going to do that. Using vars. Vars job name. Or that, yeah, okay, whatever. Very sad. It's a bit sad that I can't do. Running configuration for multiple workflows, yeah. Step one. Okay, It doesn't matter. Um, what I'm going to do is when this checks out, I am just going to hard code it for now. Well, how can I actually hard code? I need to make sure it's all in here. Label pattern. And then I will do um, I can do an environment variable here. The job will override it. I don't want to check out the repo. It really happens as part of the action. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do let's just do that for now. Read the test issue. Okay. And then you're going to go over here. Oops, oh my gosh, that whole AI generated something. Remove the comment. So what we want to do is replace this label pattern in here. Actually, to be safe, we want to do this, right? We don't want someone to do terrible things. Issue pattern, and we'll do this here, right? $n : label pattern, right? So, because we might have outputs on this one. So this will be name, I'll do ID, and this will be label, get label, there we go. And for now, we're going to do that. Get the GitHub issue from the previous step. Yeah. What I'll also do is maybe do this one. Here we go, and we say, hey, give us the JSON issue. Yeah. So we put the real, we put the real issue here. We're going to override it. Why did that lose the yellow? I lost all syntax highlighting because this is now a this is an action. Oh, okay. So let's quickly comment this out. Okay. We read the action. This will be the thing I'm going to do. We get the loader from that. We do the thing, and we get the AI. All right, so this should work, right? And we're going to make this real action now. Real action. No, right? Because we've got it all there. So I want to see if the way to basically say ignore the backend folder when you clone. Like we don't need the README and license to be cloned. We just need the action YAML. So yeah, unless what you do is you have a pipeline of the source and it pushes to a what is now okay. Run repo. Okay, did all of that. So let's quickly go fix this and say, hey, I think what's happening, we've got our JSON file, we get the content. And what we really want to do is we want to create, well, let's just write host issue. And then what we want to do is say, basically, where's this now? Can I actually see that? GitHub issue. You don't actually know what the output of that is. So this is currently a big long string. So what we want to do is we want to serialize that string as a string. Serialize the object as a string. So we can maybe just do a little something. Um, what was I looking at? Here, event issue. So, what does this JSON look like? Yeah, let's create a new object. We're going to call this $issue object, and we're going to do issue. And then, of course, we write issue to that as a string, right? Get content. This then is equal to this, and we're going to make it one line. Pipe that to convert to dash JSON, right? So that object is going to be now a single line string. Let's see. Let's have a look and see what that actually is. Strings. Because we need the environment variable to be a string, and I don't know if there's a better way to encode an object or encode a multi-line string except by if I oh wait, maybe I can just convert to JSON. Let's try that. I've got my terminal here. Maybe I can just convert to JSON again. That can I do that? This one. There we go, and I just pipe that convert to dash JSON. Maybe it's that. Oh my gosh. Here we go. So it makes an array with. So I need to remove. Um, let's see. PowerShell read file remove new lines. Read file into a single line, single string, single line. Yeah. Although I don't want to remove it, I need to replace new lines with n, right? Can I PowerShell join all join array into wait a second. PowerShell get content of file as a single string, right? I don't want multi-lines. I want a multi-line, right? The content of the file in one string, there we go. Because that thing is parsing it as an array, it looks like. You're going to read all, that one, right? I think I've seen that. Raw, there we go. PowerShell 3. Whew. So if I go read get content dash raw, think I can do that. Let's see. So if I do yes, right? Let's see what I want. Yeah. Okay. I'm back. There we go. Okay. The internet and power went out. There we go. The power back. We'll figure that out one day. So there we go. The issue, we get that, and we convert this to JSON. There we go. We take a JSON, we read it as a single line, and we convert it back to JSON. Okay. Okay, that's what we want. Now it should work. Now it should work. The technology, JSON. Forgot we can just keep converting a JSON string to JSON. So it's going to go crazy. Like I can just convert this again. Let's see what happens. It's going to be, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of red. But issue, here we go. This might be the wrong one. I think this is the old one. There's JSON. Okay. Let's see what went wrong. Right host and GitHub issue. It's blank. Am I typing something wrong? Let's just echo that quickly. Do it show that one? And I wonder if we can echo this. Can we? Is that even a thing that the technology allows? I wonder if the GitHub output are doing it wrong. I know what I'm doing. I'm doing it wrong. Right? And where was this? What was that? So many tabs of the still information variable. When they want PowerShell, I had it open. Output parameters, here we go. PowerShell, output dot. Right, YAML push, right? Just there we go, like that. But I'm pretty sure the one I copied didn't have that. I was doing it wrong. Okay, Matthew, it's important. So right, you push to that one. Let's sort that out. So we're going to get action point, we're going to go to JSON, right? Raw. We don't want multi-line, we want to convert that to JSON. So we read the file as a string, as a single string. Anyway, it's a single string now. We don't need that as JSON. I think we can do that. We don't need to like double encode it because it's already JSON. Who knows? JSON 2. Go tabs below. Output. Go tab. Whatever. Let's see. Did I fix it now? Fingers crossed. Oh, so quick to fail. So quick to fail. This would have been so much quicker in my mind, but whatever. Run area. Okay. Unable to process file command output successfully. Active lock reason. Let's have a look and see what this covers out as. So we just got the get content raw. What I did raw. Probably going to do 2 JSON still. But 2 JSON. All for the testing process that's causing all these problems. But you don't have to clog up main and then type a comment. Okay. Assuming that's going to work, this should now be ready, and then we can try and figure out some more things. Oops, daisy. We don't want to do that. No, hasn't crashed yet, so definitely let's have a sip of our water. So the perfect testing scenario is to have my host workflow set some sort of environment variable just for testing reasons. But then the normal one basically just says, hey, give me the JSON issue. I don't want to put that in the action. I don't want someone to download the action and have some random if blocks to be like, oh, what is this weird thing doing? So that is technically a little bit annoying. Unless, can I just map a bunch of properties? Would that be better? So that I have multiple inputs, the title input, the body input, right? But I sort of want this. Maybe they don't want to include the titles as part of the app. Is that better to have the inputs be, um, you know, the inputs would be title, body, labels, and URL, um, instead of having an entire object. That can make it easier to write code. No. Okay, so I'm currently echoing GitHub issue. There it is. It failed to parse. Body is now, title is now. Yeah. It's I think I should do that. That'll be not only easier to test, but also it's more less magical. I mean, let's have a look and see what other people did. See if we get some GitHub marketplace issue label bot. Let's do that one and then labeler, PR review labeler, issue bulk labeler, right? Top issues labeler. Let's see. So an example, here we go, globs, list of globs. So we do change files, backgrounds. That's the label. So documentation label we apply to anything like that. Bulk labeler, UX, EL, webhooks, so look for that. See, it is magical works. That's what we want. We want to do magical works. I think I want on issues. Yeah. So I want magical. I like magical. Yeah, magicalness. Top 10 issues. What does this mean? How does it? What does this do? And there was another top issues. Oh, oh, cool. This is nice. Is this an official GitHub action? Okay. So anyway, don't get distracted. Okay. So we don't want that. We want this magical thing. And of course, we could even have it like we don't have either of these set. Then it just uses all the labels in your repo. There we go. Maybe thinking P2 here. So for P1, we need to get this GitHub Action thing to JSON, right? Let's just quickly from JSON double, right? You're gonna have to do a double. Currently, it's stored as a horrible string, right? Because can I do it instead of doing to JSON? What if I just removed all new lines? Well, we see we want the new lines. How does they get it, right? They're going environment and they just put a multi-line string, but I need to echo a multi-line string. Can I just echo a file, right? Yeah, this is, yeah. So to make sure this works, or for the testing purposes. So how is there a better way I can do testing in that I want to have this JSON file that represents the issue? You know, I could potentially just pre one line it, you know, and then that can be a single I don't. Well, let's see if this works. Let's just see if my hypothesis that the issue is that it's just double encoded as JSON, so we have to double decode it. And the reason I have to double encode it is because I can't have new lines, because the way the action works, the way this works, is it creates a string of some sort and you echo it into, you push it into GitHub output. However, if I have multiple lines, it's effectively going to put the brace there and say, okay, that's what the value is, and it's effectively got something else there, which means, that's not a valid situation. Maybe there you go. For testing purposes, I cannot double encode, but let's just see if I can remove new lines. Let's go take this off and do, can I, PowerShell concat lines into a single. I just Google everything I do. Join string, there we go. That's what I want. And I can just join string. I don't need a separator. And I'll just do join string dash, and I think a space. There's join string, right? Single quote separator. So let's do dollar issue is equal to join string issue a separator, and we're just gonna let's do this. I think I can do that. Join separator, and that's just going to be a space. All right, then I can take that off. I think that will give us. So I need it to be all on a single line, because I don't have the fancy mechanism that the actual GitHub has. I can put a multi-line string in the variable. This one I have to put a single line string. Okay, I think that will work. My semi-hypothesis has been proven correct. Yeah, so assuming that's going to work, this is still not what I want to ever ship. Can I don't know, what options do I have here for inputs? Can I have like a hidden secret input? Let's read the schema. GitHub Action YAML schema. And if you got a secret one, I don't have to tell anyone, right? I don't have to tell anyone about the secret one. So this is the action, right? No, this is write a workflow. Creating actions. Here we go. Name, author description, inputs. What are the properties we allowed on it? Input ID, description, required, default, deprecation message. Yeah, there we go. We can fake it. We can fake it. Think. Yeah, there we go. I'll do that. I'll call this would be issue JSON. Let's do that. And this is no longer deprecated. This is deprecated and will be removed. Wink, wink. It's never going to be removed, but they don't have to know that. Issues. What is this? Let's there right at the top. Description. The JSON object of the issue to be labeled. Here we go. So, all right. Okay, we keep that. This is issue JSON. Here we go. We do if JSON is not now. Is that valid? Value expressions. If now string. There we go. Then we got this, yeah, issue JSON. Then I need to do, right, we need to get this one. And do that. I'm sure there's a better way to do it. I'm absolutely sure there's a way to do it. But for now, I just want to get something that I can comprehend, if you will. And this will be in. Alright, so GitHub issue deprecated in here, issue JSON. That way, whatever. Issue JSON, right? Then we've got our string. This is going to be that. And we make sure it is in a single line. $env. Make sure that right. Issues, use the issue JSON, convert it into a single line. That issue, GitHub issue deprecated becomes the issue to the output. Okay. And then of course we're going to use it here, but we're going to go to action and we're going to do that. That one. We need to make that a single line as well for now. And then we write the issue into GitHub issue. And of course, we're going to use issue JSON loader GitHub issue. All right. This is terrible, but it is going to allow us to test this. This should now give us a warning. All right. Then, of course, we got a GitHub issue JSON. Yeah, object not labeled. Read the issue JSON if it is provided. Yeah, only do that if it's not empty. Then we get the issue JSON, We get it, we convert it to a single line, we set that property, and we're done. Then, of course, when the issue is open, we've got issue and issue deprecated. Now, if issue exists, we always override. We never override. So, issue, paste it there, and then we say, if issue equals null, right? If there is there. If not, I believe I can do dash not. So if no GitHub issue was magically found, use the deprecated one and convert from JSON. Otherwise, we use the real one. Done. All for deprecation. Okay. So repository URL. Do we need the repository URL? We don't need that really, but we'll keep it for now. And then the label pattern is over here. So, right, that should work. I think I did it. So this, the real workflow, we check it out, we get the issue JSON, we put that into an environment string, and then we override that. Now, of course, if we were, yeah. See, so what we'll end up doing is moving the action to a new branch for us to iterate on the action once we have fixed this. So I will change this from workflow testing to action testing in a second. Then I'll delete the action from this branch. So I just have a brand new workflow here, because we shouldn't need to touch this ever again. This is basically emulating what would happen if you comment on something. So I don't have to repeatedly comment on issues to test the workflow. So let's see. This looks horrible. Check out the repository. Nope, doesn't exist. Okay, my bad. This. Right, we get the file, we convert the file to a single line, and we put it into this file output. You read that output from the loader into issue JSON, and this will come in here and do that. All right, it's going to work, and it's almost time for bed. And I think maybe next time we'll figure out what we need to do still. But I think it failed. Right, we should read the JSON. The data is deprecated. This deprecated will be removed. Okay. What is now? What am I missing? Run the workflow with that. Run write host in GitHub issue and deprecate. There's two empty ones. Interesting. In GitHub issue, there it is. It's blank. Loader output. This one. That should be GitHub issue. And the deprecated sort of loader outputs. Right? What was that now? Let's see. Let's start printing things. Debug. wonder if there's a mode to like, right, here we go, we read it, but maybe GitHub issue. This should override the previous one. Yeah, because if it was there, it would appear here. But whatever, let's see. Let's not jump to two conclusions. Yeah, so quick to fail. So quick to fail. Read the issue JSON. That. Oh, now, then blank. Wow. Yes, issue will be now because we're not using an issue, but the action GitHub issue deprecated. That's what's loading it. Given up on words. Steps. Loader outputs GitHub issue. We're close. I'm sure we're close. We're going to find out, like, oh my gosh, there's a semicolon missing. Something. Semicolon in YAML. Read the test issue. Test bug. Oh. Ho, 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 ho. That's the file, but there is nothing in there. My? Oh, my goodness. Shame on me. Okay. Did that. I'm reading a blank environment variable. Okay, cool. So, this one here, read the test issue JSON. Right, create this GitHub issue and we send it in here. This is debug only. And I add a comment here. Testing pipeline only. Yeah. Come in here. We've got this magical thingy-majiggy. We load it, we run it. Load the convert the issue JSON to a single line string in in output. There we go. All right. What do we do? We're going to issue JSON from the event or back to the deprecate method reading the issue JSON environment variable. There we go. So let's see. The thing I saw was this. I was using an old environment variable. Ugh. Shocking, shocking, shocking. There we go. It's going to work now. It's going to work. 98% confident. It's so good, it's not even loading too quick. Shocking. Look at that. All right. I don't know if there is a. Ugh. I don't know if they read the issue JSON. I was overconfident. And now, and two blanks. Whew. Let's go put it all back, all the testing thing. Issue, echo the issue here, echo the issue again, echo environment variable, echo get content. It's just everything must go. Find out. We will get there. This whole thing, for the last 1 hour, hour and a half, I have been trying to get the action. Stare at the camera because oh my goodness. Let's see. There we go. It's loading the JSON. Did I miss a semicolon somewhere? So the first read is echo the issue that we read. Okay. Then we second read. Yeah. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I run that locally. I feel like this should work. I don't know why it's not paste anyway. There we go. Like, okay. Now we need to do this. Still one line. Oh yes. It's a single string with new line. Didn't I have to remove? Oh, it was. No. What am I talking about? I read the file raw as a single line. So I just join separator. Let's go all the way back. I think real action here. Yeah, this is still the action YAML, right? Let's remove it. Okay, fix it. So we can read the raw string as a single file. And then I was like, okay, join that string on what though? Like that join, and then I got crazy. It's like, so Steph, did that even pass? Like, did I like jump the gun there? Like, oh my gosh, I fixed this, but actually did it. Well, let's see. Yeah, no, it didn't. It didn't even work. Or did it? Let's quickly open that and see. I think it fell right out the box. Okay, so let's quickly. So I know it's multi-line, and I know this. So we don't want raw, right? But we want a multi-line like that. This is an array. We convert the array into a single string. There, that's what I want. In this action, we don't need this. Just passing it from that one into this one. Because wait a second. Maybe I should just do that. Right? None of this is needed. There we go. Yeah, I can just do that. Oops. Testing pipe, testing. Do that to the bottom. the token. This one is for the GHCLI tool. This is for the issue JSON from the event, and label pattern to match. There we go. It's nice. It'll help us in later. You know what? Let me just put it double. Yeah. All right. So read this as a multi-line string. All right. Convert to a single line JSON file. Write that single line. There we go. This is going to work. It's going to work now. 99% sure that it's going to work. Works. That's how confident I am. I imagine doing this on the main branch. History is going to be out of whack. People are going to be like, wow, this guy doesn't know anything. And that is true, but we don't want people to think that. I'm just going to have it notice it. Didn't it? Now, read the test issue JSON. Let's see. There's a multi-lines. Well, that's okay. We convert it into a single line. Right? That's okay. That single line is written to the file. Okay. Now, that's correct. So we got a single job that just reports now as the first thing. So what does it echo? Right, so I think this is done now. But for now, we'll close this. First thing it does, it echoes, calm down, computer. Got 3 write lines here. And I get nothing except now. That will be now. Deprecated inputs. Did I miss something? Caching something? Because now this is it's stuntable. Really these echoes quickly, just in case. Parse the JSON. Let's just move these two to the top. Write something. Because here it is, and I don't know. We take it, we pass it in here. I wonder if there's a diagnostic mode we can run it, that I might run next if this doesn't work. There's a little run of diagnostics would appear there or something or here. Because unless steps, loader, outputs, GitHub issue, there we go, writing GitHub issue to GitHub output. So, suspicious. I'm suspicious. It's quite a boring stream at this point, watching me struggle. Get basic JSON or something working. Of course, waiting for the build. I'm tired, so my brain is running on low power. Inputs dot. Come on, let's do it, folks. Let's do it. It's done. Ship it to production. AI, where is the AI? Here it is. Failed hopelessly, horribly. Null, blank, blank. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Issue JSON. Over there, issue JSON. Description. I set issue JSON is, it is Sue. There we do. Is Sue JSON. Test something quickly. More testing going on in the testing workflow than anything else. We're just going to do it show that. Let's just see what it is, folks. Possibly be that. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, oh. Just want to cry quickly. Sure, someone knew it and they were just waiting to see how long it would take. All right. When we run this, we'll gladly see that. All right, Samantha, we don't care. We know what the failure was. Stiff. Oh my goodness, it fell so quickly. Read the issue, Jason. There we go. No, I'm a failure. GitHub output. At this point, we need that now. Oh, there it is. Wait a second. Let's GitHub deprecated. Right there. But we've got nothing. GitHub issue is now. Okay. Don't need to panic. I should have just read the output. I assumed that I was wrong. Finally. Right. Okay. So we load it and we get there. Right. So the issue is something here. The first how about this? We do this. First try parse the JSON, right? If that fails, if colon dash not issue, then we try that. Okay. Let's try and take this. So if I go dash now convert from dash to son. Yeah, right? Dodgy string. There we go. We got an object. Okay. Our issue was we were getting a null. Like, oh, is null something? Yes, null exists. Null is a thing, but when we convert it from the JSON, then it doesn't do its thing. Now it's going to become 99.5%. There we go. Hee hee. Let's see. Let's see what AI has to say. There is our quotes. Here is the thing. Issue. Here is our body. Here it is. And GitHub reports in the GitHub area action. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. So we don't need to parse that, and we don't need to parse that, print that. You mean, apologies. I don't know if like write host, is it cool to log? You know, is there a like this stuff? Is there like a debug? Uh, GitHub Actions log debug messages. They're like a action debugging. Uh, bug prefix is that? Is this the way? I know they're setting a debug message. Okay, PowerShell text that. So they write output. Okay. Let's see. So if I commit this, there should be no messages to the logs. I think I saw meta syntax, right? So if we could print, where did I see that? I was this thing here, branding. Do some stuff. I think I want to check like I want like nice UX for the thing. Like, oh, these are the 3 steps. I suppose the steps are doing. I should break up my thing into steps. Okay, is that it? Is that the new one? Now, 20 seconds ago. So I run this. Go. 3 things at printing. What is the printing? GitHub issue deprecated. Then this string having issue the body, right? Oh wait, that's the environment variable. This is the body being printed here, and labels and body over there. Let's see, did I miss something? Um, write this output. Label regex. Here's the string. Get the label result, convert to JSON, write the JSON labels we got. Select the label names. So we're not getting anything exciting except if I just scan this, this is just a raw body. This is line 2, like heading 4, code in here. And then I'm having issues with me closed at comments. It's just the this is here it is. Comments URL. Label system object. Labels URL. What is this object that's echoing just before done? This, the body. Search for body. No. Okay, let's try this. I can find it. I can find it. That. Nothing. Imagine that there's a overflow from this thing into this, right? With the body, I'm having things AI close their comment, blah 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 blah. And the label to this body again. Like you are here now. Where is you are here now in this part? Something's wrong with the formatting. Slowly uncomment one line at a time. Come on. Come on. Run, done. Okay. Open that up. And that's right? Reactions and done. That's what we want. Okay. Could one of these have been the problem? Oh, maybe one of these was like a multi-line. So I've got to put every single line. Right? There we go. Let's just do that. Comment those ones out. I think that'll fix it. Okay. There was just everything was hideous and messy. And the response, like when you write the output, write the body, like here we go, right? So yeah, title, write output labels. Yeah. In this one over here, did we get label pattern, no. Here we go, this one. Label area, issue JSON, right area colon. So I can debug like that. Okay. And then of course let's hide the request body and hide the response body. There we go. Like twice as much comments as code. So this should now run. And if I go over here, let's go to the previous one actually. While we wait for that first one to load. Did the JSON, the AI did process something, right? And there we go. Okay. So outputs. We've got our label. We get a JSON response. So we can do dollar response is equal to response JSON convert from JSON, right? And we can do if dash not, if there was no response, no usable one, then we're just going to say, hey, no labels were found, whatever. Just exit 0, right? And do right output, right host, right output, one, right? We failed to get a response. So when do we need to quit? Right, if issue is now, so if not the issue, no issue was found, right? Error, let's do that. No issue was found to label, right? We want to fail it. Then of course, we're debugging information, and then we check to see here, labels. If no labels, right, error, we have to get labels from the repository. Yeah, we have to get it right. I don't know why this thing is doing this. We have to get it from the AI service. And then of course, if we do have a response, what we're going to do is if response dot, what is the format again? Label if dash not constant label, then we do fail to get a label from the AI service. Label, right, it's not label, then we do warning, no labels matched the contents of this issue, right? And we just exit 0 because that is a valid scenario. No labels. Okay. So we go ahead over here to our favorite location, the as staff. Then we run the workload, and what do we see here? Run, nothing done. Okay. If I was to run this again, how do I run this? Here we go. enable debug logging, run jobs. Let's see. So while that runs, we do add failure modes. I don't know if that's the word, but of course, no issue is found. Failed to get the label for the repository, and then convert it to JSON, and we do that. So, so quick. This is the debug one. Here we go. Okay, debugging, evaluation, write output. Oh dear. I think I set that up right. I commented on everything. Oh, there we go. We're echoing that. Okay. Right. So, got some failures here. Probably because something's going to be now and I'm. Let's see what happens. Warnings. Convert from JSON. Unexpected character founded. Okay. Suppose response. JSON. Response object. Then you go response object. Like the body. See what invoke REST method is. What does that do? What object does it return? Whoosh, froze my browser there for a second. Description. Result. But what does it return though? Backwards. There we go. Is object representing the data. This is the data. But maybe I just do a response to the label. That's what I did, and it died, it tripped. Or did it? I don't think so. Response to the label. And no labels matched. Yeah, I think I went overboard. Thought it was a string, but it's not. It's an actual deserialized PS object. You can probably check to see does that property exist. Let's see what I think. I think it's almost time for bed. 6:30. We've been in here for 2 hours. We've had some fun, aka not much. There we go. Blank. Oh dear. That was not supposed to. Unless that's supposed to happen. I'm not working. Let's do it. Right dash host. Right output. And we're gonna do found a create label. Apply response.label. The reason is the reasoning is reason, right? what we're going to do is we're going to actually write. How do we write outputs again? We go scrolling all the way to here, and we do that, and we do that, we do that, and we do that. And of course, instead of done, we're going to do piping. What do we call this? We're going to call this a label. Selected label is equal to label, and selected liaison is equal to liaison. Okay. So we're going to have to create a quick new job on the side to print that over here. Yeah, looks like the baby needs to get her nappy changed. And then of course we're going to do name. We're going to print the outputs, just so we can do apply the label, or is that one here, right? Get the label. We've got to find the best label using AI. We can have AI in everything. Apply the label to the issue, but you can use AI there again. This one is going to have an ID, get label. No, this is going to be ID apply label. Then we need to do, what is this? Oops, I need to outdent this. Good old YAML, finally. Finally, it's giving me an env, and this one is going to be selected label, output label reasoning, the GitHub token. Yes, we're going to use the GitHub token for that later. Okay, and then let's just do this. Copy that again, just for now. And then of course we're going to do selected label, selected reason, $env, $label, and colon. All right. So let's see what we got. Oh, yes. Run some stuff on the screen. This is going to be exciting. I think this is it after this. A little bit of waffling, a little of struggling. But I learned something. When working in the environment variables in PowerShell, you must prefix with env because it is not bash. And I'm not 100% a fan of the way I'm passing the test data in. Maybe once my issue is all super resolved, technically we can recreate, a testing branch or something. I don't know. Maybe we have a global environment variable or something. I don't know. Let's refresh this. I'm pretty sure it's moved on and it's just hanging there. Oh my gosh. Looks like checking out the repo. It's running. We're going to get statistics. No. Found a great label to apply. There we go. Right output. then this is the right output. This is the new one, right? Yay! That's exciting. That is very exciting. So let's run, I don't know if we can clean that up so it doesn't look so ugly. So if I do run, and run, there we go. Bet you this description used with working directory. So steps, name, right? Name. Find the best label using AI. Wait a second. Where's the find the best label? It doesn't run. Oh, let's see. Name there. Okay, well, that's a bit sad. You know, see that, getting git version info. They got a nice name, initializing repo. But then my one's, boom, ugly. GitHub Action step not printing name. There we go. Maybe that's a picture of exactly what I'm looking for. Yep. Wow. There it is. Add it to the backlog. That. Use that. That something cool for us. Everyone wants it. +1. This is intense, bro. The one definite. GitHub Actions group. What is that? Workflow command. Was that it? There we go. Grouping log lines. Okay. I think it's the only one, right? It creates an expander line group and specify a title. Anything you print between the log group and end group is nested inside expandable entry in the log. That. Run. Okay, so what I can do is, what they said, I can just do so this would be like run, find the best label using AI, and yeah, okay. Then we can do inputs. Okay, let's do that. Processing inputs. What people have been doing. My title, processing inputs. Okay, and then I can now do that. Write some cool things to the outlet, right? Let's collapse. Then we do loading labels. And then this one will be label names. Go. And then we'll do let's do this, right? So all labels, this will be can't remember that's one single line or multiple lines. Okay, labels, and then we're going to do making requests. Label, and this will be asking the AI to find the best label. And don't care what the request body, but we do. And then we got failed to get a response from the AI servers, no labels matched. Consider this issue. Or we go over here and say that. Right, so that hopefully, fingers crossed, I did all my groupings right. It's going to have a nice folded ones. And I'm going to see now if what the string did. Okay. So we can see chunks and it'll feel more exciting per section, right? So we instead of having this, yeah, that's must go between the label, otherwise it gets quite messy. We want it to look neat like this. This has some outputs and then groups, and then I don't care about that. These are cool. All right, so done. Can't be done, right? I didn't push something. I did push it. It must be done. So run the AI label workflow testing. There we go. Find the best label using AI. They use getting run syncing, getting, initializing. Okay, finding the best AI. What's URL, the title, following labels, asking the AI to find the best label, run, and this is the new task. Okay, so we can, it's hiding. Okay, so find in the best AI, and then the group, apply the label to the issue, and then we do here applying the label to the issue. Right, this must only run. We have property apply label. Default is true, while it's false. Okay, default is true. Whether or not to apply the label automatically. Right, just in case we don't trust it. Default value is true. Labels is nothing. Label pattern is nothing. Issue JSON is nothing. This again at the bottom. Right. And then when you do, fix this. If inputs apply label is equal to true, right? And okay, yeah, and do full the other one here. Yeah, selected label. And do and unequal to now. Don't know if that's correct, but let's see. Always one, two. Now we need to do how to figure out how to label this. Apply a label to the issue and apply a comment. A reasoning comment. Right? But we might need to do a check and say, you know, when an issue is opened, right? So should it remove, yeah, yeah, apply the label to the issue and then do. I don't know why I'm singing. Let's see. I think I'm very tired now. I can't even remember what I was. I think I just started humming. Oh my gosh, I broke it. Okay. Instead of having an amazing way, oh, setup job, I've got the YAML, applied true, and unexpected and. GitHub Action YAML schema express. They just use the and sign, right? And. Okay. Ooh. Seconds to do this. AI said fast. Finding the best AI label teaser, pressing input, loading labels, asking AI to find the best label, applying the label to issue. Boom. Done. That's cool, right? That is cool. Do people have empty lines? No. Okay. Well, that's fun, right? And I can do processing inputs to see what I got. Labels. These are the filtered labels. Found a great label to apply to the issue error action. Reasoning is it directs directly to action, therefore points to the action, right? Applying labels, and this is where the magic would happen. Okay. Very, very, very cool. So now that we've finished our AI, this is our action. So we actually want to, okay, it's fine like this for now to work in here. But what I will do is move this to a new PR and iterate on the action there. Actually, that's what I'm doing now, right? So we're gonna copy this, right? Control C. Let's make, let's not get too complicated. When I'm ready to merge, then I'll create my issue. Still got to do a bunch more. But yeah, well, that was a bit fun. We've got our grouping, make it look a bit better. And we haven't applied the label, but that's another GitHub command. But we'll do that. We'll do that later. But yeah, we can maybe, yeah, just imagine, if you will, an issue. It's going to just have a label. We can even have an option to remove other labels. So if you want to do it, you can run like a slash AI label or something, label with AI, and then it will remove the area and put it back. You can overwrite it and things like that. So yeah, I am tired, bang it. Let's have a look and see how much money we've spent. Is that it? I mean, I can't even, after 5 requests, total is 48, and the total is 23,000. Maybe this is lags every a few seconds ago, right? I mean, do we even have a dollar cent yet? It's less than a cent. I mean, for me, AI is free, right? Isn't that what we get out of this? The most expensive thing is going to be the compute for the functions. Let's have a look and see now that it's loaded. Less than a cent. Maybe this is lagging. It's predicting this. It's predicting less than a cent. It's madness, man. It's madness. Like, how is Microsoft making money? Shouldn't ask that question. I mean, if this really is quite cheap like this, now obviously you've got thousands of issues. Like, we don't have thousands of issues opened a day, right? When someone opens an issue, it is, um, like the Maui repo maybe has 10 a day, 20 a day, right? Let's look at VS Code. VS Code, right? Right. VS Code, GitHub. Oh, camera's gone blurry. Why though? I don't know. Too tired to think about it. 5,000 readers, right? Oh, single sign-on everywhere. But I can't single sign-on because I'm using my personal account. Look at that, Microsoft gatekeeping good repos. Go 5K, right? So 30 minutes ago, 8 hours, 12 hours, right? So how many? I think it's 25 on here. So this is a super yesterday, super powerful repo, right? This is like thousands of people commenting. Here we go. Like, let's just say 19, yeah. So what is that? Maybe 30 issues a day. So 30 requests, and you know, for individual hosting it, it's not too bad. Now, obviously, if I've got all the repos around the world using this, um, it's probably going to be more expensive. But at this point, right, I can just slap on a please sponsor me, and someone can send me $1, and I'll be able to sponsor like 100 repos or something. So, well, that's the dream. We shall see if the dream is a reality. But that's pretty cool. So I've got my repo. I've got a few area labels. My CI is doing it. This is pretty fun, I must say. Writing new code, new things. Yeah. Let's actually rename that old action. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it before I cut the stream. Let's do this. We're gonna just delete it, and we're gonna do move the action, right? It's gonna choke and die, but remember, our real one is going to be in action testing, right? So we go back to the main branch, we do a branch, we do that, action testing, and we say, hey, we've got our new action. Oops, let's rename this. The action, right? This is where we're going to be working, and we can initial commit of the action, right? Then we go to workflow testing. Then we head over here and we say, hey, there's no workflow, this is action testing, right? And of course, we do that, and we do action testing. Woohoo! So now this is going to be the GitHub action that triggers when someone opens an issue, in inverted commas, aka Matthew pushes something to this branch. So I'm never going to commit this workflow testing branch, but I am going to open a PR for that branch. Action testing, right? This one is going to have a PR. This will be create an action to add labels. Yeah. To do. Create a pull request. Let's make that draft actually. Convert to draft. We are not ready. This has nothing. Like this, I can make it also work on PRs. That'll be fine. Adding labels. Okay, we got a test issue. So our actions should be running like 50 times. Action testing, move the action. There we go. Workflow testing, right? Although I did push to, hopefully, if I go back to action and do, let's do this, applying the label, apply the selected label, apply the selected label. Let's see if AI is doing that. Selected. It'll be very sad. I can just merge this one into that, but hopefully, no, it's not. No, wait a second. But now, even though I said I'm never gonna, yeah. Anyway, okay, so that's not gonna run, right? Because that's not on the branch. So what I need to do is in the real world say, hey, label testing, and I can make this enable because false. Yeah. Well, that's Sad. Maybe I can commit a branch, commit a mini testing repo so that when you commit to the testing actions, okay, the action, if I'm committed to the action repo, there is no label testing in there, so it doesn't know to trigger the pipeline. It doesn't know to trigger because it's not on the branch and it's not on the main branch. Okay, let's just merge workflow testing to there, and we can always, there we go, push that. And let's delete action testing. Let's delete the remote. Boom, so sad. It's gone. Nobody will know. There we go. Boom. This takes matters of seconds to ask AI what is the good label. Right now we're testing with a single label. My goodness. So if I create a new action, the action YAML, put in main. This. Maybe once this is mostly done, I could do it. So then, of course, I could also create a testing pipeline. Maybe I mean, is this bad? What if I just commit testing to the main, yeah, to the main branch, main. Oh my gosh, why is that failing? Oh yes, I believe. So let's actually undo that. Let's merge that. I think we're safe to merge that. That's only going to trigger for one of the two branches, and let's do that. So let's do this. Let's create this one, new branch, dev action dash testing, create and checkout. Right? You want to push this. The workflow testing, we don't want that. So we're going to do workflow testing. We're going to reset branch to here. Okay, and we're going to get rid of the things. That's great. We're going to force push because that's just the PR. Then we head over to here. We go pull requests. Let's see what's happening. Workflow testing. What is the real diff here? Add a testing workflow for testing the action, right? This is a workflow that will run when we either edit the workflow in look at that AI, come on AI, workflow in branches. I wonder if I revert, I write this, right? Let's actually, this would be a testing workflow, local testing. And for these are the branches, we push to those two. Run, test, and then we're not going to check it out actually. Let's just do steps, name, do nothing. And we go echo, run, not doing anything. Right, that's what we want. Let's push that, smiley face, go back, undo all of that. Go over here, and branch it. Right now it does nothing. Right now it does nothing, but we'll do something in the testing branches. Yeah. Right, that's just to set up the glue that says I need something that listens to these two branches. Right, this should be a test issue JSON. We want to delete that too. Perfect. Let's see. Let's go see what's happening. Do nothing. Sweet. It's not doing anything. Need to refresh. Perfect. Merge. Oh, wash and merge. I want to delete the branch. We'll keep it in that state of pre-merged. Okay, add the testing workflow back. Push it in, bro. Let's go. Do. Okay. So, labeled by AI, we've got a testing workflow. Let's check those actions. Hopefully, adding the testing workflow back, now this is going to do the real thing. But because I've also done that, I can go to the action testing and I can say, hey, applying the selector label to the issue, and I can do, let's start a group. Let's do groups. We like groups. Validating inputs. Validating inputs. What did I do for this one? Yeah. Processing, validating inputs. There we go. Like, wow, we've got amazing stuff. Okay, and then of course, I'm going to put stuff there. So later, I've already bought that twice, and I keep forgetting to enter the code. Actions, enter. Right. So this is good. This is running. Wow, amazing. We love it. Processing input labels, asking to find the label, applying the now. Here we go. Here again. This should now have a. Oh no. Did I have a typo in the action testing? Yeah, the whole thing was just a fake action testing, dev action testing. Push to those branches. Try one more time. No. Action testing. I just pushed this. Oh, maybe I go to rebase and merge main. Wait, fetch. And we got a merge main. Let's see. The workflow testing, we're going to merge main. even though we got that, we're going to do that, and we're going to do that. And we're going to say, hey, merge using workflow testing. Then we're going to push that. Then we're going to go here. Just say, hey, give me the goodies. Let's see. Okay, definitely, actually, there we go. Look at that. Perfect. There was no YAML pipeline to run in this. So when I push to action, right? Let's go. We're going to push a little something. I wonder if that's just going to do nothing. Wonder. Fingers crossed. I hope not. Why would it? Oh, this doesn't matter, right? How will it matter? It's not doing anything. So let's push here and say, hey, we want to um, do that. Move that empty white line. It's probably going to run that dummy one. Probably, eh? Probably going to run this workflow, the nothing workflow. Yeah. No? What did I see here? Workflow testing, action testing. Okay. Yeah, probably. Maybe I can open a PR. See, but the problem is if I open a PR, it's going to run the workflow. The workflow is going to do nothing. Do nothing. Yeah, so what we're going to need to do is merge this to main. Let's see, what is the diff? Okay, let's just, I mean, why am I so protective? Okay, so we're going to do workflows, we do a new folder for test data, and then we're going to move test issue. Yes, we're going to move, and then I'll remove the labeler testing. When you push to one of those two branches, we're going to use workflows slash test data. Yeah, I'll call this labeler testing. Okay, then we can have nested ones there, but I think that's enough. We'll just do that. We just do it. We give up. We say, hey, AI, you've won. Push to workflow testing. Then we go over to pull requests. We create a pull request from workflow testing and say, hey, create a pull request, add a testing workflow that will run the workflow. Let's see, can we get AI to do it? Summary, tell me what it is. It's going to describe the files, and it's like, doesn't quite understand what I want, right? You make a 10, okay, right, let's just use AI to do as much as we can. I mean, why not, right? Why not? Of course, we want to squash and merge a testing workflow. All right, we delete that branch. We don't need it for now. So, labeled by AI. Here we go. We got our workflow. We got test data. It's like, oh, okay, that's amazing. Cool, cool, cool. Actions. We want to see actions. Yeah, because remember I merged into mains, nothing will run. So now, if I go to my action, pitch, and I go to workflow testing, and I say, hey, merge main, and then I go over here and I say, well, push that. And then of course I can go in here and say, hey, this is my real action, close everything. So what would my action do? Let's put a new line there. That's all I'm going to do. And then we do that and we say, hey, it's white space. So we should now have two actions, the merge plus the other one. And this one's going to do the fancy schmancy, ask the AI. All right, actions. And there's the white space, ask the AI. Okay. So what actions do we have? The apply labels, which is not running, and we've got the local testing workflow. Right, that's pretty cool. Not exactly what I was wanting, not my dream, if you will, but it is what it is. So let's create a new PR called action testing, and we want to merge this into main at some point, and we're going to do add the initial code for the AI label action. Come on, Copilot, do your shtick. Azure apply label using AI, the determine the most appropriate label to apply new integration content below the key changes. A new file apply which uses the blocks label pattern, include JSON and an option to apply label automatically. Implement in a step, find the label best value, put a load room. There we go. Alright, let's move that to draft. The real draft. One file, 7 commits. Okay, this is much better than that thousands of files changed. And it's like, what? They must have only one, so this describing the implementation. Okay. That's cool. Why is Ask Copilot? That's a new one. Hello. Index review. Let's do this. Index labeled by AI. So this is fun. Almost 3 hours. Spend like 1 hour making something cool. 3 hours on CI. It seems like a great ratio. I also think this thing has choked, but whatever. Okay, so this is very, very cool. Right now the AI is not doing anything, but it will soon do that. It will soon do the things. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to go sleep. I'm gonna call it there. I think I've done good. I'm just gonna look around and see what other repos and issues and things do, what other like inputs are useful. But I think what I do is once I sort of finish up the basics, I'm gonna try and use this on the Skier Sharp repo and see what happens. We shall see. And once that's sort of I got a nice going there, then I'm gonna take it to the team and say, hey team, delete the code, format the drives, use this action. Anyway, that was cool. That was fun. See you at the next one. All right then. Cheerio.